Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. And we are back with the altered book to fall journal. So we need to finish clipping these little things off. There. There. This is sat for a couple days. There. Yep, I think that'll work. And the one thing I haven't done yet is open this and get this piece to work. So we'll do that really quick, front and back. And we'll go over here. And we'll do the same thing. There we go. Okay, so my fall journal turned out as a giant gator mouth. It has a nice wide opening at the front of about 6.5 inches. And of course it's got its little 1.5 inch spine. So like I was saying, if I'd only done half the pages, maybe, and, you know, ended up with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 pages to work with. Now, a lot of these would be doubled and tripled up here, like these are. You know, triple pages, and there's pages taken out between them. But if I'd have left it with only the 9 pages to do, then it would not be a gator mouth. This would be gone, and of course the book would close perfectly. And these would be spread out further through the front to back. So the next time I make an altered book, I'm going to try to do that. To remember, only leave about 9 pages in on a 1.5 inch spine. This is actually probably just a 1 inch spine. If I go from spine, yeah, a 1 inch spine. So it only needs about 9 pages on it. And it would make a perfect, if these were spread out evenly front to back, it would be perfect. So I'm going to remember that for next time and give that a try. So let's do a walkthrough on it. Of course, you saw me do the cover yesterday. And I never did find any words. I know I have some somewhere, but who knows? So I ended up having to keep it fairly flat, so I went with a lot of pictures. I started out big, gung-ho, that's me, and stuffed it with, you know, I continued to try and stuff it with smaller, thinner items, and kept my journal cards quite thin. I did stick this up. I should have kept it flat. And then these are just little quick cards, extra pieces. If this journal should ever go to sell, it probably won't, just because it's such a big gator mouth. And then here is this little picture here. And I started backing my journal cards with this straw paper, and I got that from Rachel at Roxy Creations quite a while back. So there's that, and then here's this one. And I just topped them off with another piece of paper, just to keep it flat and still a little decorative. Here I put in a pumpkin picture, and then this is our little pocket that opens. Now, if I do another altered book, I won't put a pocket in like this. It's just too thick. But here's the journal card on that one. Be kind of an interesting journal card, wouldn't it? Then we have our butterflies that house some little tickets there. Let me wrap this around. Just a series of three tickets on each one. And then on these, I just doubled this part up and use a straw paper on the back just to give it a little decoration to it. And a pretty little mushroom card and a little squirrel card. And a little bit of stamps here, floral stamps from Sweet Miss Daisy. And here we have two journal booklets. And there's a pocket in here on both of them. They're exactly the same except for the pictures are different. And then I've made these little journal cards here to go in the little belly band here. Then we flip over to the next page. And this is the one that I used a little element, picture element from the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And I used that just to put a mushroom on. And here we have a mushroom sticker. And then a mushroom card. Oh, I put two in there. Well, I don't need to do that. No wonder it's a gator mouth, huh? And then up here, got a little hidden card that I just cut some pumpkins out and put on there. And it's more of a tag, really. Now on this thing that I did, this does get sticky, so I need to put a piece of wax paper in between here, or perhaps baking sheets. That would work as well. So I need to do that. And I just left these, a lot of pages like this, so that if I sold it, somebody could put pictures in it or whatever. In here, I just added some ephemera, just cut off pieces. And here, I just left this as a piece that they could use to decorate with. And let's see, oh, right here, we have another little card like this. So just keeping things flat, flat. And not able to go back in the book. Let's see, did I miss another one of those somewhere? I showed you that one. And then here we have another one of these cards. And a big happy turkey for Thanksgiving. And I have a couple little journal cards here. I like that picture. And left this blank. Now this page was another one that didn't want to fold over well. So it seemed that when I tripled things up, the pages got harder to turn. Here is just a little mushroom card. And it's backed with an old notebook card. And then these are both very much the same. Little decoration. little bit different decoration here. And then you notice I've got my leaves. And right here I have this fold over. And that's because there's an envelope inside of this top opening page. And in there is a nice big journal card. And I just left it as kind of a surprise element, because you wouldn't expect it to be that big. And let's see, here I just have a picture and just another flat journaling card. And another journal card that actually is upside down. Whoops, I didn't get it in his pocket. There we go. And here is just a belly band. Learned that from Carol at Free Spirit Arts. And a journaling card. And a little journaling card here. These were pre-made. I made this at Mixed Media, Minnesota in 2024. And this is, I think it's the Stemperia background. Not sure. Packaging. Cute little truck. And here's the other side of that card. I love this. Big mushroom jar. And another journaling card. And this is that envelope, and I still haven't scanned the piece I'm going to scan for you, but it opens up into a nice large journaling spot. So I think that's kind of cool. I like that. Just tie it closed. And here we have a couple of little cards. And some more jars. And these have cabins, a cabin in the woods. And some little cutout leaves. And then this and this are just room for whatever wants to go there. And I added this picture to the back. And there we are, all done. So there is my fall 2025 journal. Gator mouth? Yes. Did I want it that way? Absolutely not. But I always gator mouth my journals with a stationary spine. So next time I'm going to try it with the 9 pages spread evenly throughout, and then make pockets on those, and we'll see what we get. I think it'll turn out a lot better. But I do love it. I love the cover and the back cover. I think they turned out great. And I love the little picture elements that I chose in here. And the little envelope I made. I had fun with that. I love this. Absolutely. And I love these. Yeah, I love everything about it. But it definitely is a gator mouth. So much for that, huh? Yeah. Well, this I think turned out pretty. And that. I love that. I love this. This is bright and cheery. Yeah, there's a lot of things to love about it. Don't like the gator mouth, but that's the way it goes. Okay, that's all I have for today. I appreciate you joining me on this escapade. It's been a lot of fun. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me for the next escapade. And I told somebody wanted me to make a Halloween journal, and I think what I'll do is make an accordion tag book, and I'll use that really large paper and fold it and maybe make them a little taller. I don't know yet. Haven't quite decided, but that's my idea for a quick Halloween one, and so we'll come back and do that. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.